So I have 3 kids. I have a 7-year-old, 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. And we watched the screener with the 7 and 4-year-old, and the reaction was, start the next one.
Oh, yes, that's the best.
But we didn't have a second one to go to. Not yet.
Not yet.
And a lot of the shows that we watch together, we always go to our website, make sure everything's clean and everything's good for kids and everything. But even just like some of the new stuff is very frantic and very like, like dopamine hits for the kids, the colors and flashing and noise.
Yeah.
But this felt very like even paced and intentional. What's the balance between making it entertaining and also like very, intentional for kids?
That's something I heard from a lot of friends' parents too, was that there is, and not to disparage anything else out there, but that, my friends wanted something that felt like story time. And the Chosen DNA, we wanted to stay true to how we've told that story, which, it takes its time. It lets you in and introduces you to the characters first and leads with that. And we feel like we wanted these stories to be relatable and universal, but also stories that were personal to us, because we've, as church-going kids, we didn't necessarily have a place to talk about where we felt like we weren't meeting up to expectations, or we were bored in church, as one of our episodes is about. We wanted to start from that place, and it just wasn't in Dallas's or my DNA to do a sort of, line zinger show that just, moved at a slapdash pace. We wanted to, use the same sort of storytelling we're doing with The Chosen, and to tell these stories. Now, Sheep and Pigeon are an addition that make it, as parents, a little more palatable to sit down and watch a kid's adventure show, like Lego Movie or Spider-Verse or some of the other things that have been very popular for both parents and kids.
Yeah. And how did you guys settle on it's pretty unique art style, which is pretty cool, like the almost claymation style animated. How did you guys come about to
Well, again, drawing on the show that we wished we had as kids, but other shows that impacted us, there's an element of that David and Goliath, that impacted both Dallas and me, and also my writers. But really, the animation style is due almost entirely to the brilliance of Sam Mishlap, first and foremost. Sam is our production designer. He had long been head of DreamWorks Animation. We really poured over what's available out there right now. What are other styles that we're seeing pretty much everywhere? And how do we make something that feels uniquely our own? I think that style, we call it, the characters are animated on 2s, so there's 12 frames a second versus the background, which are moving at a regular 24 frames a second. So the difference in motion does add something that feels a little bit more like you could touch it. And then our character designer, Thomas Fluharty, was somebody that Sam recruited to come in and just, do a take on our existing live action cast, many of whom are on the show, and then start to build out the world from there. So they're little caricatured versions, and because this show is intended to be Chosen canon, all the events that happen in The Chosen also happen in our show, and in 3 episodes, events intersect. We knew that we couldn't just leave the playing field altogether from The Chosen. So it had to be a distinguishable link. We had to know that this was Andrew from the show, or this is the Jonathan Rumi Jesus. Those factors help play into our animation.
Whoa! Are you standing on the water?
Not today.
The Chosen Adventures on Prime Video.
Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And if you want more content like this, head over to movieguide.org. Movieguide is a nonprofit organization, and we are supported every day by viewers like you.